Do I have any evidence? Yeah. Site of underground auction.
Objection!
Yeah, so we can just immediately object. Actually, there was another way. Apart from the elevator? What do you mean? You're not about to tell me he flew. He didn't need to. It was much simpler than that. Assuming the president knew what we knew, of course. Namely, that big building has a hidden 51st floor. What? That's right, a hidden floor. There's a hidden entrance on the rooftop. If he left that way, he wouldn't have needed to ride the elevator. But you said it was hidden, right? That it was a secret? How would the president even know about it? It's an interesting question, and one I don't have an answer to just yet. For now, this is just a theory. What are we talking about exactly? What is this hidden floor of yours? Sounds like the kind of place your little ninja friend would happily spend time in. No, I hate it there. Don't make me go back. Yeah, please. Unfortunately, case memories memories of it before the happening are far from happening. There's a secret storeroom up there where they kept lots for an underground auction. The whole sorted scheme was uncovered just yesterday. Underground auction? What the heck are you trying to say? The President Wang was involved somehow? I don't have any proof, but I certainly think it's a possibility. Yeah, based on what we've seen of him, totally seems tight. He'd never do that. Not the president. League of Underground auctions? No, he had nothing to do with it. Nothing. What's gotten into him? I hope you two are feeling lucky. When people start saying stuff like that, I stop biting. Huh? She ran away. You know nothing. Neither of you. You have no idea how much the people love him. How well respected he is. I thought his popularity was decreasing. Wasn't that specifically stated in case 1? That the whole assassination attempt and him surviving thing was like a publicity stunt? Wasn't that established in case 1? Is that really true? Yeah. I wonder if I should tell him the truth about his beloved president. No. What good would it do? It would only upset him more. Forgive me, Agent Lang. I didn't mean to upset you. We spoke out of turn, both of us, and I can only apologize. Apology accepted, and reciprocated. I'm sorry. I got carried away. It's alright, Kay. You can come back now. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not you. It's not you I'm upset with. It's the animal who killed the president. Well, ain't you a fine figure of a man? All patriotic and stuff. You gotta tip your hat to that sort of thing. What are you talking about? Well, I got good news for you, Mr. Patriot. Real good news. What? Ain't no way in heck your pal president moves it on downstairs via 51. Really? I was hunkered down in that there storeroom the whole dang time. I was peeled like oranges. Of course. She would have already snuck in by that point. Yeah. Like, come on, guys. You knew that was an issue, and you're just like, but look, you can use it as a mouse. Oh, I don't normally play with the Joy-Cons much anyway. You know, Pro Controller. Thanks. That's very useful to know. Well, Mr. Prosecutor. What? Guess my theory still stands. Which means I'm not budging an inch. Nobody saw the president after he met with Gavelle 2 nights ago. That's a fact. But it's also a fact that the body appeared only last night. How could the president have fallen from the roof 2 nights ago and only have been found today? Seems a little slow as the fall goes, wouldn't you say? Sure. There are questions I need answering. I'll give you that. Then I guess there's one thing we can both agree on. Oh yeah? What's that? The question of exactly what happened here yesterday will require further investigation. Yeah, I guess all we know for sure is that the bodies in the footprints appeared during the night. Hey, Lane, I'd like to offer a hand. We'd like to hand the body off to the coroner if you don't mind. Fine, he's all yours. Just take care of him, okay? Oh, one last thing. What? We found footprints near the body. I mean, footprints in a footprint, if you will. Little ones in the big one. Human footprints in the monster print. Interesting. Well, we did all step near the body, so our footprints are probably there. And what kind of prints? Oh. Sir, they're child footprints, but the size of your average elementary school kid.
You fool!
What? Huh? Elementary school? No, it couldn't be. What now? I... Miss Nichols. Oh, I didn't mean to butt in. Sorry. Was there something you wanted to say? What is she so scared of? There's something I have to tell you. You'll probably think it was pretty awful of me, but... I'm sure it's nothing you need to be quite so nervous about. Well, what is it? Last night I came here. What? You mean you came back to the set? Why? Well, I just wanted to... I was worried about him, so I came back to check. Check on Sean, I mean. Sean, the boy. Makes sense. Yeah, you see, he stayed behind on his own last night to rehearse. Wow, he really takes the job seriously. Well, this movie's his first lead role. He's trying so hard to make it perfect. So she might have seen what happened last night. Around what time was this? Let's see. It was already after 10, I think. It looked like it might be about to rain, so I got a little worried it came down. And when I got here, well... You saw something, didn't you? Yes. Sean was there on his own, running his lines. And towering above him there was this long, like really, really long neck. Neck? Yes. With skin like an enormous worm. It's like a dinosaur. Lotta. Oh, we. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it must be. Gordy. Good old Gordy. You don't give me the slip lip last time, you slimy old Liz. But I got you now. What? Now Gordy's involved too? Yeah, I think he might be. I was as surprised as you are. So, I guess Sean was practicing being a kid who can communicate with monsters. Hot dang. You're right. You could have communicated for real with some little horn doodiggies of his. Oh, okay. Wait. Okay. No, I don't think this is anything. Or is it? Is that blood splatter on the window? Don't tell me that's blood splatter on the window. But also, I see immediately what that the white tarp is. That's the camera arm. Oh, yeah, I don't think I read it. Right, but it seemed more like he was kind of looking up and talking right to him. It was like they were friends. It was pretty weird, right? Dang, Tucson, it's weird. Weirder than a mustache on a mute. How could he cheat on his best friend monster pal like that? I fear movies and reality might be getting a little mixed up here. And you're absolutely certain that's what you saw? Oh, yes. But only for a moment. I was so shocked I just turned and ran. Well, how about that, Mr. Prosecutor? Another mysterious beast to contend with. Don't tell me you believe this nonsense, Lang. The monsters Ingalls neither here nor there. But I think we have a pretty good idea. Now, who do we need to speak to next? Young Mr. Fett. If he really was here last night, there's a good chance he saw something. My thoughts exactly. The prosecution calls Sean Finn to the stand. He's long gone. He's not here. Sean ran off just a moment ago. What? We need to get after him. Ugh, where the heck did he go? Maybe he just went home. You're right. We won't be doing any filming today after all. Sure. Or maybe he went on the land. Nah, you're just overthinking things, surely. He's a child, Agent Lang. There's no way he killed the president. Not on his own. And who said he was on his own, huh? Maybe a monster gave him a hand. Lang. Please, no, Lang. Maybe summon one of his creature feature pals to help him. Yes, very funny. I'm not saying the kid did. Not for sure, anyway. Not yet. He's our most important witness right now. We need to find him. Gumshoe! Mr. Edgeworth! Hey, it's Gummy. Oh, He ran away. What was that about? Huh. Well, it just goes to show that your police force can't be trusted. Are you saying you intend to continue investigating the president's murder alone? Yeah, so what? Well, last time we met you, you had about 800 other agents helping you. Sure, but I told you, I'm a lone wolf now. Got a problem with that? I don't need lackeys. I don't need friends. All I need is these things right here. Keep things nice and simple. No lackeys, no friends. Anyway, catch you both around. Things are done getting interesting. It sounds like you got my work cut out for me. Two big beasties on the prowl. How we? It's raining scoops. If I don't catch at least one, I ain't no shuttering worthy of that name. I can't with her run. I can't. Wow. So kind of complicated, huh? It did. The Torosaurus footprints were bad enough. Now gory. This might as well be a movie. Well, we'd better get our monster hunting shoes on. I suppose we had. Who's that? It's one of Agent Lang's old team. I've come across a few of them on previous cases, but this one's on his own. Excuse me. Oh, Mr. Edwards, long time no see. How come you're not with Agent Lang? Shifu? He's not technically my boss anymore. Really? What happened? You remember the case from a month ago or so back? Oh, the embassy one. So we're going back, we're bringing that case back up too. The Yatagarasu case. How could we forget? Made kind of a big mistake in there. Came out as close as to aiding and abetting serious criminals you could come and still keep your job. Indeed. I guess it was pretty close. Well-being Shifu. Well-being Shifu. He took full responsibility, so they disbanded our team. Wow, that's harsh. But it explains why he's now a lone wolf, as he puts it. So, what are you doing here? Well, to tell you the truth, I was worried about him. I think he's been chasing ghosts. Ghosts from 12 years ago, to be precise. Ooh. 12 years ago, you say? Wait. Does this kid have something to do with the 12 years ago thing? 12 years ago? What does that mean? Sorry, I already said too much. Better be on my way. These ghosts of Agent Langs. Could they have something to do with the case we're currently investigating? Well, looks like everybody left except us. What do we do now? Good question. It's hard to run off monster hunting, and I guess Agent Lang is busy trying to track down Sean. Perhaps we should try investigating another angle. What kind of other angle? Somebody needs to get Judge Lavelle's side of the story. Oh yeah, you're right. What did she say again? Please forgive me. I'd better be on my way. I'm to preside over a trial of Fifi Lagarde in a bit. I guess trial will be beginning right about now. Indeed. I think we better head down to the courthouse, don't you? Alright, let's go. Oh. We got Fender and Francisca. Oh. Is the defense ready to proceed? You bet. Bring it on, Big D. The prosecution has been ready for some time. The original attorney in the case, Rosie Bringer, was murdered, while the original prosecutor, Eustace Winner, has disappeared. So Fender and Francisca have taken over in their places. Very well. Let me begin by apologizing for the late start in the proceedings. The crime we're here to adjudicate took place in a prison, an institution for the judiciary. What's more, the fact that the defendant was the warden of said prison carries grave implications. These two factors combined caused pre-trial preparations to take more time than usual. And then the unfortunate passing of the attorney in charge, Miss Rosie Ringer, delayed the start of the trial yet further. But now we are ready to begin at last. Mr. Fender, Ms. Von Karma, the court thanks you both for stepping in at such short notice. Hey, no sweat. Rosie was your pal, right? And this was her last case. Couldn't exactly say no, could I? You'll have to bear with me, though. Gang. Didn't exactly get a ton of time to read the paperwork. How about you, Fran? Everything cool over there on your side? It's hardly ideal for the prosecutor in charge of the case to have abandoned it. But justice can't sit around waiting for him to grow a spine. The evidence has just been handed to me, so yes, I'm ready. Thank you both. Very well. Bring the accused, Miss Fifi Lagarde, to the stand. I invite the prosecution to make its opening statement. All right. The accused was... Hold it! Oh, no, it was her. Let me stop you right there, darling. What is it, Lagarde? Oh, I was just wondering if you could tell me something. That something being why on earth why I'm here. Perhaps the opening statement will clarify that for you. So, my thinking right now is, why is all of this getting brought up? Why are we bringing Lagarde back up? What significance does Lagarde have in a greater scheme of this final case? But will they, dear? Really? Fine, carry on if you must. I fully intend to. If you could stay quiet for one moment. The murder in question happened at the prison where Miss Lagarde worked as a warden. The victim, one Bronco Knight, was being held in a detention center. But the prosecution's case will show that Miss Lagarde took him from the holding cells and murdered him. And she did so with this knife. Huh? Is something the matter, Miss Von Karma? How can that... No, the evidence! What gives, Fran? Everything okay? The knife's gone? The murder weapon! It's not here! And neither is Bod Hidharma's Conus' chisel! What? Say it ain't so. Did we really care? Do we really care in context of this case? Because, like, Lagarde's admitted it already. She admitted it in front of multiple people. It was proven right in front of all these same people, and she admitted to all of it. Why does having that evidence here matter at this point? Silence. Silence. Miss Von Karma, explain yourself. I wish I could, Your Honor. Numbered a weapon, Then what exactly are we all doing here? Really, darling? You shouldn't volunteer to prosecute a case if you can't even keep the evidence safe. I can only work with what the previous prosecutor gave me. Little boy Winter strikes again. Hey, Gigi. What is it, Mr. Fender? Guess we know where this is going, huh? Let's kick this one down the road a little further, shall we?
Overruled.
The court hereby denies the defendant's request. What? Don't be like that. What's the big dealio? She's absolutely right, of course. We can't have any more delays. Let's get on with the show, everybody. And how wonderfully innocent I am, shall we?
Objection!
Innocent? I'll think you to take that seriously. Oh, but I am, darling. And you don't have any evidence. You just said so yourself.
We literally have your confession.
In the courtroom, evidence is everything. Haven't I heard that somewhere before? And without any, you can't charge me with anything. Isn't that right, Verity, darling? It is. What? What? No. Gavel. Gavel, you literally heard her admit it in front of your face. It was proven right in front of your face. You don't need the evidence anymore. It was proven already. Without the items in question, the prosecution's case against the defendant cannot proceed. As such, the court hereby declares the accused, Beefy Lagarde, not guilty.
Objection!
Whoa, 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 hold the phone there, hasty pants. You can't go dropping a verdict just like that. Forgive me, but why is the defense objecting to its clients being acquitted? No, be cute, kiddo. You know as well as I do that little Miss Wardenguard over there is guilty as all heck. As for the murder weapon, you were right there when we found it. Mr. Fender, it is incumbent upon this court to see that the fair judgment is offered to all. And as the instrument of the court, I cannot allow my experiences or opinions to interfere with my work. Bruh. You must think of the Judge Gavel, who was present when the murder weapon was found. And the Judge Gavel you see before you in the courtroom today as two entirely different people. Gee, you're killing me here. I have no choice but to pass judgment based on the evidence available.
Objection!
We have the evidence, just not here. Give me some time, just a little. I'll find it, I swear to you. The prosecution hereby requests a recess. Oh, yeah, the defense does that too. Come on, Your Honor. Don't do us like this. Very well. The court accepts the request. Really, Verity? You won't be anyone bowing to pressure like that, will you? There will be a 15-minute recess, as it is both the prosecution and the defense use the time well. Understood. Saved by the bell, huh? Very well. We will reconvene in 15 minutes. But we did totally find that knife, didn't we, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, of course we did. Huh? What's the matter, detective? What's the matter, detective, sir? It's, reacting to the alligator. Huh? What? How? The old detective was reacting to something inside her, after all. Your Honor, I'd like to remind you of this piece of evidence. The chisel. Huh? Didn't we just figure out it isn't the murder weapon? I recall that Mr. Connors had this chisel in his dog's mouth. Would you believe that the real murder weapon was hidden much the same way? That's right. The murder weapon is hidden inside the alligator in the pond over there. So did somebody steal it or what? Mr. Edgeworth! Oh. Hi, guys. Everybody's coming back. Miss Berry, Mr. Saint, are you here to watch the trial? Yeah, we heard it was going to be a real fun show. And do you know where we need to go? It's true. It's the trial for the case that I nearly convicted for. I should be starting any minute now. We were late because of practice, but it's somewhere around here, right? Simon, it's kind of the problem. They lost evidence, the knife and the chisel. So they called a recess and kicked us all out of the courtroom. What? But no, they can't. They're not gonna arrest you again, are they? No, say that. No. Gee, yeah, how easy it was to upset you. Huh? How dare you embarrass me like that? Speaking of easy to upset. Oh, how dare he upset me like that? It's Francisca, isn't it? It's getting whipped. Francisca, friend Rilla, chill. Okay, just chill. Come on, put that whip away. That's it. That idiot of a so-called prosecutor. I'll find him and I'll make him eat whip for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Run away. Mouser, you go calm down, kid. Calm down. Kid's gone chuckle. Cuckoo. I forgot that's cuckoo. Guess I better at least try. Nope, never mind. I'm just gonna run away. Goodbye. Quarters in recess. Nobody's allowed to enter. It's in recess. Really? Nobody? Quarters in recess. Nobody's allowed to enter. Yeah. It's quarters in session. Okay, DK. Have fun. Nobody's allowed to enter. How was the trial start again? I don't know. You got me. You got me good. How do you like that, Mr. Edgeworth? I hit him with a stone-cold contradiction. One that gained us exactly nothing. Where are you going, Mr. Edgeworth? Oh, nowhere. I was just looking at the doors here. I get it. Basic thief work, right? Making sure you know where all exits are. If you're angling for a position as a Yatagarasu's assistant, just say the word. Seeing as it's you, I'll let you skip the written test and practical. Basically, the job is yours. Thank you. It's a very kind thought. This shows a list of trials due to take place in the courtroom. So the guard's trial features prominently, of course. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, don't find us missing evidence. I know, it will be bad for all of us. We need to speak with Francisca and Fender. Oh, it's you. Good morning, ex-prosecutor Miles Edgeworth. Francisca. You shouldn't be here, you know. You're not in the right line of work anymore. You could be at home planning whatever it is you mean to do with the rest of your life. What are you going to do, Francisca? We only have 15 minutes, and already a few minutes have probably passed. Don't you think I know that? And wipe that infuriating, reasonable look on your face. You're like a news anchor commonly reading the news or something. And it's utterly exasperating. It's probably better that I don't rise to that. I never imagined you would be the one prosecuting this case, Francisco. Nor did I. But what a case. The murder of a presidential bodyguard. And by the warden of a prison, no less. The murder weapon was properly entered into the evidence and everything. And yet when you went to present that knife, in the court it wasn't there. That imbecile, not only did he abandon his case, he made me look like a total fool. Next time I see that little coward, I'll whip him into shape if it's the last thing I do. You go ahead and do that. Quit taking it out on the people around you. I don't think any of this is relevant to her right now. Game Master, you got your old memory back, huh? Sure did. I'm me again. Yeah, me worries 6 ways to Sunday. Not that other K wasn't a blast too. And welcome back, kiddo. Bring it in. No. Poor Fender just keeps getting denied all the hugs. You know, yeah, like, bro, keep your hands to yourself. We need to be thinking about this trial right now, okay? Yeah, I guess things are going pretty pear-shaped in there, huh? We need to dig up some missing evidence, lickety-split. We can't count on them putting the trial on hold as much longer. Yeesh. It's a stumper, all right. Only some kind of soul would offer to find the force. That's an expectant look if I ever saw one. Can't help but notice you still haven't asked for your prosecutor's badge back, bucko. Finally decided to walk the path of the righteousness and walk with me and your old man, huh? The committee has my badge, that much is true. But I haven't given it up just yet. What are you talking about? You literally placed it on the podium and walked away. What do you mean you haven't given it up?
Flashback.
Your badge. What is the meaning of this? Edward's just like, screw this badge. I am protecting Kate to the bitter end. You will not stop me. I'm returning it.
End of flashback.
I'm still not ready to walk in my father's footsteps. No? Well, it's not like there's a deadline. Death? Death would be a deadline. You do you for as long as you need. Your old family office will be waiting for you to welcome you back with open arms when you're dead. Thank you, Fender. Yeah, if only somebody would go sniff out that evidence for us. Where am I to look for it? Fine, we'll do it. Way to go, Miles Rio. You sure? I'll do what I can, but that might not be much in 15 minutes. Randomly will buy you as much time as we can, okay? She won't be banging that hammer of hers until you've made it back with the goods, that promise. Thank you. I'll be continuing on for you, Fender. And you, Francisca, how does that sound? What makes you think I'd accept your help? How about some advice instead? That you seriously consider a new career as a news anchor. Come on, Fran. Lots of tick-a-talking here. Time to step up to the plate. All right, fine. We will stall the trial for as long as we can. But you better get your ex-prosecutor behind in gear. You know, I quite like having you run errands for me. Maybe that could be your new career instead. I'm glad you're on board. I can help too. I don't want to get arrested again. What was this? Sounds fun. Can I play? All right, that would be very helpful of you both. Very well. Where shall we begin? I think we need to go to speak to a certain somebody, don't you? All we need to speak to in order to find where the evidence we want is.
Take that!
Useless winner. That's right. The supposed custodian of the evidence in question, Eustace Winner. Oh, the new prosecutor guy? Okay, we're on it. Thank you, Mr. Saint. Alrighty then. Think we'd better huddle and talk tactics, my friend. There's the two of us. Ow! Don't keep me waiting, Miles Edgeworth. I'll try not to. We'll be back as soon as we can. Oh, Franny Poo. Wait up now. Alright, we need to find Mr. Winner, and fast. Hi, Gavel. Whoa! Judge Gavel. Ah, Mr. Edgeworth. A pleasure as always. No. A pleasure? How is it a pleasure? What was that all about just now? Okay, stop it. But Judge Gavel knows that horrible woman is a killer. Why the heck would she... Evidence is the only language that the goddess of justice understands. My own personal thoughts and feelings do not come into it. This all Judge Verity Gavel is. You may believe my way of thinking to be heartless, but it is my way. To be this hard and unforgiving. There's something I'd like to ask you, if you don't mind. Please go ahead. What were you doing on the roof of a big building 2 nights ago? The roof? You met the president up there, didn't you? We've seen the security footage of the two of you. And? Is there something wrong with that? Only that his body was discovered this morning, right next to the very same building. What? I think you understand what I'm getting at. You're considered a suspect. What happened between the two of you? Nothing. We simply talked for a few minutes. And when we were done, I left. I took the elevator back downstairs, alone. That's what we know to be true. As I said, we've seen the footage. What business did you have with the leader of a foreign power? I'm not at liberty to say. I see. Well, I'm not at liberty to leave until I have answers. In which case, there's only one thing for it. She's hiding something, and I have to get that out of her. Oh, we're just gonna mind chest her right now? Oh. Judge Gavel met with the president of Zhang Fall the night before last. Something tells me she doesn't want to talk. Yes, I admit it. We met on the roof of the big building. But it was simply to discuss professional matters. Matters which I am not obliged to discuss with you. I'm clearly going to have to work hard to get her past her professional legal fences. She puts up too impenetrable of a facade. I'll probably be better off writing my tongue. Start by asking what she met the president to talk about. Mind checks. Commence. Perhaps you could begin by telling us what you met with President Wang to discuss. As I told you, professional matters. Professional matters which I do not intend to share with you. I'm so glad you understand. I must say, you're a very busy woman. A judge, a committee member, an occasional aide to us in the field, even. Thank you. I take my professional duties very seriously. And those duties include meeting with foreign dignitaries? Yes, of course. From time to time. The law is my life. Nothing I do falls outside the scope of my duties. You returned Kay's promise notebook to us just this morning. Surely you can't claim that that fell within the scope of your duties. I am not yet a perfect servant of the law. That much is true. No, you are a human being, and that was an act of simple human kindness. You have feelings, Judge Cavell, and you are allowed to have them. About the president's death too. I can still hardly believe it. For I'd ask, how did he die? He was crushed to death by the head of a monster known as Torosaurus. Forgive me, I should probably is that true? He died on the set of the movie. He did. Interesting that you should even know what Torosaurus is. Oh, I imagine I must have heard about it from Eustace. Something about them shooting a movie somewhere near a big building. She isn't fooling anybody. She's clearly very upset about something. She mentioned Mr. Winner, who seems to have disappeared, along with some vital evidence. Perhaps if she won't tell us what she discussed with the president, you'll try to find out what else she might be hiding. Clearly getting under her skin, I need to dig further. Francisca stepped in to take Mr. Winner's place in the trial. But how is she supposed to prosecute the case if he never handed over all the evidence? My interest is solely in ensuring that the trial proceeds fairly once it has begun. And if, once it has, vital evidence cannot be presented, there should be no surprise if the accused goes free. I am a judge, a servant of the law. My professional thoughts and feelings do not come into it. So you have no personal feelings when it comes to Mr. Winner's disappearance? Of course I do. I worry about him terribly, too. Wait, who? Does that mean there's somebody else you're worried about as well? She's not good at this. She's not good at hiding secrets, is she? I imagine their identity might explain your strangely agitated state. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm a servant of the law, and my feelings are immaterial. We are all servants of the law, all of us who stand in the courtroom, or have stood in the courtroom, like me. I no longer stand for the truth in the courtroom, at least as of now. But we're not superhuman. You, me, and everybody else, we're all just people underneath it all. Much as I'd like to bury our feelings and remain impartial, that simply isn't possible. You are right, of course. I am in no fit state to offer impartial judgment. Please, Judge Cavell, tell us the truth. What's going on? What did I do? What did I do? I've never seen her lose her composure like this. Should ask her who this person is she's so worried about. Her professional mask is finally beginning to slip. Perhaps now I can get to the human being underneath. This person you're so worried about is a Torosaurus. I really don't have any time for jokes, Mr. Edgeworth. It's not a joke. When I told you how the president was killed, you seemed surprised when I mentioned that he was crushed by Torosaurus. That was simply a shock at learning how he died. And where, a half-built film on an empty lot. It sounds as if something about where he died is particularly troubling to you. No, that's not true at all. It's just... film sets are places where dreams are made, and instead, a great man met his end there. I only hope that the utmost care is taken with the news is shared with the cast and crew. I'm sorry, but I'm afraid that the cast and crew already knew. We met 2 of them at the scene. A crew member and a young actor, Sean Finn. She's worried about Sean. She's worried about Sean. So she has a connection to Sean. Sean's the other person she's worried about. Something about Torosaurus' connection really seems to be upsetting me. I think it might prove to be a valuable clue. I don't think this current time. I don't think she's worried about Mr. Winter. So we don't. I don't think we need to go down that path. I think it's definitely Sean that she's worried about. Judge Cavell, who are you so worried about, and where are they? My apologies, but I simply cannot tell you. Okay, so I do need to go down. I need to go down the other one. So I do need to go down this route. The person you're so worried about, is it Mr. Winter? He has not been seen since he discovered the truth about his father. Of course I am worried about him, but this could also be a valuable test for him. He chose to disappear, and he can choose to reappear. And the other person you're worried about can't? That's not something I'm at liberty to talk about. I don't know what might happen to that poor child if I did. That poor child? Who are you talking about? She's talking about Sean! Nobody. Please. It was nothing. Ignore it. Judging by the look on her face, I definitely shouldn't. I think that might be a valuable clue. Okay, so now that we have both of those, we have both of the statements. Time to deploy my clue. This poor child is missing. You're so desperate to find him. And since you say child, I suppose we're right in assuming this person is a minor. I can't answer, and I won't. It has no bearing whatsoever on the murder of the president. Time to deploy my other clue. You seem to get very sensitive every time I mention Torosaurus. The poor child you mentioned has something to do with the movie, don't they? How did you? You're usually so cool and collected. Your discomfort told me everything I needed to know. Who is this poor child? You have to tell us. Very well. You figured out so much already. I might as well tell you the truth. The person I'm so worried about, the person I'm so desperate to find, is Sean Finn. Sean, but why? That is more than I can allow you to know. Judge Cavell, you said you would tell us the truth. And if you don't give it up voluntarily, we will have to force it from you. I'm afraid you're just going to have to accept that. Needed to get her to tell me why she's so desperate to find Sean. I'll start with the least obvious, because you never know if they're gonna have clues. Are you a fan of Sean's, perhaps? I am. Yes, I am. I'm an ardent admirer of the work of Sean Finn, child actor extraordinaire. Didn't they say this was his first movie or something? Well, she's being defensive, so I gotta bide my time. I need to let her talk more. I heard that he was filming near a big building. So I made my business to learn where the set was, and some other important details. I see. I suppose it makes sense. As a fan, you'd want to know such things. I imagine you would also have tried to learn. Were you supposed to be on set? Yes, of course. He said he would be filming all day today. Make it sound like you heard from Sean himself. I don't think he'd be sharing his schedule with a mere fan, do you? No. I misspoke. Ignore me. Every slip of the tongue she makes seems to have to be due with Sean. And now we know she'd spoken with him. That's an important clue. Do you know Sean personally? He is famous. I doubt there are many people who don't know him. I certainly didn't until today. Then you clearly need to be better informed. Perhaps I could teach you a few things. Like, I'm trying to think of what the connection might be. Like, I can't remember how old she is, but one thought that came into my mind is he her son? That's one thought that came to my mind. But how likely is that? I don't know. Or is he, like, maybe he's Eustace's little brother? Is that a possibility somehow? There is almost nothing I don't know about him. Forgive me. I allowed myself to get a little carried away. It seems to happen quite a bit when the subject of Sean comes up. Look, I do not know him personally. I simply know a lot about him. Time to deploy my clue. I can understand you being worried about Sean, but you seem a little too worried. And you implied before that you have spoken with him. Which would surely mean that you know him personally. How did I give away so much? So the two of you are acquainted. This is surely an important clue. We're trying to find Sean too. Do you have any idea where he might be? Why would I have any idea about that? The two of us aren't connected in any way at all. Time to deploy my clue. I don't know what exactly the connection is between you and Sean, but I know for certain that it exists, and you as good told us that it does. Please, Judge Bell, you have to help us try and find him. Help you? That would never be allowed. By whom? The goddess of justice? By the one person who knows where he is. Oh? I just realized it. Once the kidnapping part came up, I realized it. The killer has him. And that's why the evidence disappeared, is because the killer took it. Lagarde is the one that hired the killer. Oh dear. I think I just solved it. The killer was hired by Lagarde, which is why the evidence disappeared, is because the killer took it, and he kidnapped Sean to get Judge Yavelle to be like, hey, you gotta make sure she's found not guilty. It's like, oh, the evidence disappeared. Well, you gotta, no evidence. Oh yeah, you gotta gotta find her not guilty. Then that makes sense. At least based on what I know of how To Kill Her works. But Sean is got to be something deeper to her too. Otherwise, kidnapping Sean and forcing her into stuff doesn't work. That's what's important. So if Lagarde is the one that hired the killer in the first place, why then would Lagarde want Rang dead? What kind of connection does Lagarde have to President Wang? Anyway. At last, the final pieces are finally starting to fall into place. I know why you're so reluctant to tell us anything about your relationship with Sean. Admit it. He's been kidnapped, hasn't he? Judge Gavel, I need you to tell me the truth. All of it. Very well. This time. I will tell you everything. Your intuition was correct. Sean has been kidnapped. I knew it. But why does that have anything to do with you? That is, Sean is... I knew it! I knew it! I called that! It's like the only thing that really made sense is that he was her son. I was like, is he connected to her? But like, I also, like, maybe he's brothers with Winter, but like, no, like, this makes more sense. Like, her son has been kidnapped, and like, she can't do anything. Oh boy. What? Well, we may not have found what she and President Wang were talking about, but we found something just as important. Sean has been abducted. Not exactly the endgame I was expecting, but that's checkmate nonetheless. Mind test check. What? You're Sean's mom, Jessica? No way, come on. You're too young. It's true. I'm Sean's mother. How? So, wait. Now that we can look at profiles again. Whoa. Oh, no. Oh, no. We're going there? No. This is dark reason for me. What the heck? Oh, no. Oh, dear. Because he's only 13. Oh, no. Oh, boy. When Epic Mike plays this, I can't wait for his reaction to this. Cause I don't think he'll see this coming. Because he's gonna be like, oh, she's too young. She can't. I don't think the mother aspect will come until she drops this line. I don't think he will realize it. Look. A magazine clipping. An article about Sean. You always carry this with you? Yes, everywhere I go. Guess you could call it a kind of talisman. That certainly speaks to the bond between them. And you're sure he's been kidnapped? Unfortunately, yes. I received a phone call from the kidnapper just before the trial began. Did he make any demands? Only one. That Fifi Lagarde be found not guilty. Yep, it's the killer. 100% it's the killer. Like, you can't tell me it's not the killer. It's gotta be. He's behind the scenes. And obviously, Fifi Lagarde is likely, very likely, his client. and he's gotta protect her. But still doesn't explain why. Well, sure, we'll figure this out. Was Lagar hired to kill her to kill Wang? Like, what's going on here? I'm confused. Well, that certainly explains what we saw in there. And without any, you can't charge me with anything. Isn't that right, Verity, darling? It is. Without the items in question, the prosecution's case against the defendant cannot proceed. As such, the court hereby declares the accused, Fifi Lagarde, not guilty. That's why you came so close to declaring her innocent. I have failed in my duty to the law. I am a judge. I cannot arbitrate with impartiality. I am a mockery of justice. And yet I tried to force through a ruling based on nothing but my own self-interest. Judge Gavel, the goddess must be furious with me. But I just couldn't do it. I couldn't sacrifice my son on the altar of justice. I couldn't remain impartial when it mattered most. Of course you couldn't. Are you crazy? Okay. No parent could just give up their child like that. If that makes the goddess of justice mad, then I'm sorry, but she's wrong. But if she really thinks that way, then she's the guilty one. Isn't that right, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes. Declaring the goddess guilty. That's bold. Kay is right. As I told you, though we all serve the law, we are only human. And none of us could or should be expected to sacrifice a child for the sake of a verdict. Thank you, both of you. But the trial must continue. There is no escaping that. Your Honor, there you are. It seems it's time. Judge Cavell! My dad was a prosecutor. He was. Yeah, he used to work in a courtroom just like you do. And I was thinking, but what would he have done in your position right now? If a prosecutor were forced to insist that a clearly innocent suspect to be found guilty, I know what he would have done. Anything, that's what. He would have done anything to get me back. He would. So what I'm trying to say is, you can trust us. What do you mean? To get him back. To snatch him from the jaws of danger. I'm the second yet to Garasu. And if you agree to trust me, I promise I'll get him back for you. The thief who steals only the truth, and perhaps one or two other things. Well, Judge Cavell, what do you say? Will you trust the great thief to steal back that matters most for you? Mr. Edgeworth, I'd like to help too if that's alright with you. Thank you. I know I'm in no position to ask this of you. But please, see that he comes home safely. Okay, we will. Don't worry. You can count on us. Here, take my cell phone. The kidnapper may call again. You'll get it back, along with your son, I promise. I will do everything I can to draw out the trial. But I don't imagine I can give you more than about 2 hours at best. hours. That gives us until 2 p.m. Please, I'm counting on you. So we got 2 hours. And here I thought the Great Thief was on sabbatical. Well, hold on to your hat, because he's back in business. Alright, let's do this. My first commission. I can't afford to mess it up. In that case, we better start looking right away. Where to begin? Where the heck did he go? Maybe he just went home. You're right. I won't be doing any filming today after all. Sure. Or maybe it went on the lam. Perhaps we should see if Sean left any clues behind that big building. Hey, what are you doing giving orders? It's a Great Thief's operation. I'm in charge now. Is that so? Then what am I? You're my assistant. First assistant to the Great Thief Yatagarasu. Talk about an honor. I've been relegated to Thief's assistant. Alright, let's go to work. Team Yatagarasu, move out.